All right, it's the Action Artist here live. And with all these Indiegogos going on, I just wanted to kind of talk about why it is. Because someone asked me, this guy, what's his name? Cyberfrog's cousin Vinny. Cyberfrog's cousin Vinny. Let me screen share this. I don't know who this guy is. So, screen share here. All right. Okay, so I'm commenting on Umbrella Guy, and another thing I'm going to touch on is the definition of positivity and of being professional, because this is what I constantly hear from the industry is, well, I like to work with positive people, and you know, every interaction I've had with him is very professional. He's very positive. I hear professional and positive in the same statements, and I'm going to talk about that and how. And I'm going to read the definition of positivity if you want to start looking it up now, like good little students. No, I'm just kidding. If you want to start looking it up now. So Cyberfrog's cousin Vinny keeps talking to me here. Maybe it's Ethan Van Sciver's other account. I don't know. Or maybe it's a friend of his. I don't know. Or maybe it's just some dude. But why would you name your account Cyberfrog's cousin Vinny anyway? But anyway, whatever. So he says, the Action Artist. I see you in these comments all the time talking about how SJWs won't let you into the industry. Well, if you feel like you've something good, I think he means to contribute, then sit down and start writing and drawing it. Then put it on Indiegogo or something and see what people think. Well, Cyberfrog's cousin Vinny, here's why I don't do an Indiegogo. I've been promoting this comic book even in, okay, this is why. I got it. All right. Even in the manosphere, in the men's rights circles. I don't want to say industry because it's not an industry. If it is, it's a broke-ass industry. Men's rights circles. I've promoted my comic book, not just to make money, but because there's a certain thing that you do in life when you have an issue that nobody wants to confront that is affecting you, and it's called raising awareness. If there's a systematic issue going on, it's not your fault. You're being picked out. You're being, and this is what men's rights is all about. We talk about how feminism is ruining everything, but then we tell the men's rights people that they're crazy, so men just all kill themselves. But let's not get into that. I'm going to get into how in a atmosphere, in a landscape, on a playing field where men's rights, where men are being, men are talking openly about how they're being devastated by feminism as far as their children are concerned, I have introduced a comic book that raises awareness to fathers being devastated by feminism and feminized family courts, right? And I've had a PayPal link in my men's, not just for my comic book, but just for my channel in general, that seeks to educate young men so they can avoid the pitfalls. And the men in the manosphere in MGTOW, men going their own way, hypocritically haven't given 1 penny to my PayPal. Meanwhile, just as a comparison, there was a case where a female opened, and I can probably bring it up if I search for it. If you don't trust me, search for it because I'm sure you can find it. I think it was a MGTOW video actually, a manosphere video, where a female had a GoFundMe where she admitted that she gambled all her money away on scratch tickets. Her entire savings account, every penny she had, she spent on scratch tickets. And she said, I'm going to be homeless. Please help me. And within 3 days, I think, or so, a few days, she had almost $1,000, right? Okay, so a female, this is why I don't start an Indiegogo, or I mean, this is why I don't do this yet. I'm not, because I'm not ready yet. You know, but I mean, it's basically what I'm saying is like, you know, I don't see any support out there for me to, I'm testing the waters and I don't see any support. And but like I said, a female, as a comparison, can garner support just by saying she gambled all her money away, and then GoFundMe has a shut down her page because she's openly scamming people, and they know it, and the people know it's a, the people must know it's a, I mean, you know, how do you read that? And you know, like, I mean, it's an honest scam, but you know, basically what I'm saying is she's like, I screwed up, I made bad decisions, I don't want to take accountability, please bail me out, right? Whereas I'm a single father who hasn't seen my kids in 15 years. I just had a guest on the other day, that colored guy, Brian, that was on here, and he understands what I'm saying. I'm a single father who hasn't seen my kid in 15 years. I have no idea where they are. My wife, the women in my town have basically in the state have basically kidnapped my children, and nobody cares. And if I don't pay support, I'll go to jail. And if I raise a stink and start getting lawyers, trust me, they'll raise my child support, which I barely make now, and I could very easily end up, I'll be fighting my way out of jail. You know what I mean? Then I'll be homeless and have lost everything, and then what? You know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to tell you is, I can't raise one single penny for PayPal. So why would I now start an Indiegogo? And I'm not whining. There's a pro. I've already announced on another video that I have a pro colorist, a professional colorist. His name is Jeremiah Ebbs. He's colored for Image Comics. He's done covers. He's done covers for Witchblade. He colored a cover for Witchblade. Okay, he wants to work on my comic book. So my comic book doesn't suck. Nobody can come on here and debate me as to why I'm wrong about the whole father. My whole issue as a father. You understand what I'm saying? But you know, I can't garner, and people can see my comic book. I have almost a full issue done. It's good enough to attract a professional colorist, and it's just incredible. Like, but I know I've had a PayPal now, and nobody has contributed one dime in years. I had a comic book. I came on here and announced I was doing a comic book and I can show you. I can go through my history, and I can go through the histories of the Comicsgate. You know, the people on here doing comics that I notified: Gary Shipman, you know, Zach from Diversity and Comics, Ethan Van Sciver. I can show you their videos where I said, hey, you know, I'm doing a comic book. I've been doing a Comicsgate comic book, actually, but I told them, hey, I'm doing a comic book, you know, an indie comic book to fight back against the system right here on YouTube. And I can show you, if you want, where on their videos, unless they take the videos down or edit it or somebody edits it, where they, you know what I mean? They all started where my comments are, and then you can see, like, within days they all started their own comic books, right? So and they're already known. They are the people on YouTube that are the you know, kind of the influencers. So they're, you know what I mean? So even though I've been on the cutting edge of this, trying to do this Comicsgate comic book for years now, and trying to raise support, I haven't raised one penny. And then people with, you know, 20,000, 40,000, 60,000 subscribers can just, you know, start an Indiegogo, and bang, they got $500,000, and that's how it works. Nobody know. So what I'm trying to tell you is, nobody knows who I am, and the people who do know haven't given me one single penny for my comic. And I would have, in other words, I could garner more support begging down at the store. I could go down to the store and dress like a junkie. I could purposely do, you know, a makeover to make myself look like a complete junkie. I could put latex needle marks. I actually could probably pull this off too. I'm an artist. I could put latex like needle marks all over my arms, and I could go sit all dirty and grungy down in front of the people's businesses at the store, and I could beg for money and just be like, yeah, man, I need money. Yeah, I'm stranded in Pittsfield. I don't know. And people would literally give me money. But I'm on here for 3 years now, pushing a Comicsgate comic book to fight back against the industry as a single father who's been completely screwed over, representing men and masculinity and fathers that have been screwed over also. And I haven't garnered one penny, not one. I've checked my PayPal for years now. Nobody's given me one penny. Nobody's donated one penny. So that's why I don't. So there you go, Cyberfrog, cousin Vinny. That's why I don't start an Indiegogo. Somebody here? Probably. Joe, was my door open?
You want me to leave it open?
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wide open.
Come on in. Good. Hang on. Or no, I'm out. I'm over and out. That's enough. I've made my point. I might come on back on later. This is the Action Artist. Thanks for tuning in.